Okay, are you looking for a dual blade build that will let you decimate enemies like this? Slashing through them, getting your staggers, getting incredible backstabs, and just wiping enemies out, healing up fully? Then do I have the build for you? Okay, for this build, let's start with the weapons. And we're going to start, the weapon of choice is the Twin Bandits. Now we have this at plus 10. The reason we are starting with the weapon is so we know what we're scaling with. For example, as you can see with the Twin Bandits, agility scales up to level 5 and strength up to level 2. Whereas, for example, if we were using the Bitter Severance, you can see they actually only scale with agility. Same if we look at Thundercall, it's agility 4, strength 3. So finding out what weapon you're using and then scaling on top is key for any build in Wuchang Fallen Feathers. Okay, so this is how our skill trees look. Now I'm not going to do this in any particular order. The way to do this is you're going to work your way through the dual blade skill tree, jumping into this skill tree as and when you can. This one will unlock your Skyborn Might upgrades, your Flask upgrades, your Temperance, all sorts. So as you're going through this, just make sure you're picking and choosing the things you need, jumping back and forth. So if we start with our dual blades, of course the first step is this one right here, and we go up to gain Feather Chaser. This means dual blade attacks can now clash. Clash is a huge stats effect, which means you can push through attacks, and the more we upgrade this, we'll be able to actually heal through those attacks too. We can come to the left and take the agility plus 1, and then up for Sudden Strike variant 1, where clashes will gain a successful stack of Skyborn Might. Super quick way to build this up. We're also going to go to the right, pick agility again, and take Sudden Strike variant 2. Using Sudden Strike with Skyborn Might, expose your enemy's vulnerabilities further if it hits, which is awesome for just taking enemies out even quicker. We're going to go back in the middle, and we're going to go up for a plus 6 agility into Unmatched at the top. You can consume 1 stack of Skyborn Might to quickly strike with a charged heavy dual blades attack. This is awesome, especially in boss fights, for helping get those backstab staggers. At this point, we're going to go top again, just to fill this out. The 4th attack of Dual Blade's light attack combo grants 1 stack of Skyborn Might, another easy way to collect this. And then back into the middle, we're going to go to the right. So we'll take the Endurance plus 1, and then Swift Blade, which will be what we use to unlock our Dual Blade Masteries. Now to do this, you just need feathers. Every time you get a feather, come back to here and just pop it in. We can go up for Endurance plus 1, to the right for Endurance plus 1, and top again for Endurance plus 5 to pick up 7 Endurance. Stamina is key for this build. Back to the main pathway and up for an Agility plus 1, a plus 1 Endurance, and then into Wavebreaker. Heavy Dual Blades, as the description goes up. Heavy Dual Blades and charge attacks gain Clash. Successful clashes grant 1 stack of Skyborn Might. Clash weapons with your enemy deflecting most of the incoming damage. Again, awesome at just making sure you can pump your way through those damaged attacks. We can go up again for Agility plus 1, up once more for Agility plus 1, and then to the right for Endurance, and following this path along, collecting all the Endurance, as well as Deadly Shadow. So, Dual Blade dash attacks gain Clash. Once again, successfully grant 1 stack of Skyborn Might, so we're really just building all of this together. Back to the main path, we're going up for the Endurance plus 1, up for the Agility plus 1, and to the right for Endurance plus 5. Following this around, collecting the Endurance and Agility along the top here, as well as Swift Blade to unlock our next node of Dual Blade Masteries. Again, this will cost you feathers. Once you've fully maxed out one node, you'll have to use a higher version of the feathers. And then from here we're going to go south. We can take the Agility plus 1, to the left for Vitality plus 5, down for Vitality again, and Agility all the way over here. Once you've got this, we are going to come down here and take the Agility plus 5 here. I apparently didn't fill it in, so we'll do that now. And we're going to round this out by coming down here again for Leaf Slasher. And then we want to fill out all the nodes here. So we're going to pick up 2 Agility, our next Dual Blade Mastery, as well as Mighty Combination. The 6th attack of a Dual Blade's light attack also will grant 1 stack of Skyborn Might if it hits an enemy. So once again, we're continuously building up these stacks of Skyborn Might. We're going to go back down the main path, picking up the Vitality, the Agility, the Vitality, before turning left to pick up 1 more Vitality and a Strength plus 5. Don't forget our weapon does scale with strength and agility. We're going to round this tree out by coming south to pick up the vitality here, and our last dual blade mastery. Of course at this point you won't have filled this out at all, but it's nice to have the node ready to take. After this, make sure you come up here, and we're just going to fill out the tree here, picking up 2 vitality and 2 endurance. Now, after that, like I said, the first 2 nodes or like lines of the skill tree you're going to fill out are these ones. So after this, we are going to come this way, taking the Skyborn Call, increase the maximum stacks of Skyborn Might by 2. You're going to want to take this very early on so you can have those stacks built up. You also have Swift Resilience, leading into a Vitality plus 5. These nodes here with the flasks can only be upgraded when you have Lost Remains or Forgotten Remembrances, but once you have them, just pop them in here, upgrade those flasks. Following this along for Vitality plus 5, follow this along for the Vitality plus 1, and then over here, 2 Energetic, and then south for Endurance, the Fury of the Skyborn, but most importantly our Bone Needle Leech, which is what we're going to be using for our Temperance. To the left once again for Vitality, and here we gain our Acupoints as well as our Temperance charges, so make sure you take these. Along again for Vitality, again along for Skyborn Call 2, increasing the maximum stacks by 1, again try and take this nice and early. Along with Vitality as well as the Temperance charge, the Endurance and our next Flask nodes, over to Skyborn Call 3, again increasing the maximum stacks of Vitality. Following this along for Vitality, Endurance, another Acupoint, and all the way along for 3 more Endurance. Now once this node is filled out, I would personally come down here for the Longsword skill tree. We're going to take Sword Saint. Most importantly, we want the Vitality on the left and the Strength on the right, down into the Strength plus 1 and the Strength plus 5, leading to Wind Force. Now because we're not using the Longsword, we don't really care about this. What we do care about is going to the right for the Endurance, down for the Endurance, and then to the right once again for Agility, 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 Agility. Strength, Strength, Strength. Everything we need that maximises our damage is all in this little node right here. So make sure as soon as you come into the Longsword skill tree, you go here first. After that, back to the main pathway, go there for the Strength plus 1, another Strength plus 1 into Swordmaster. Now we don't need Swordmaster, but what we do want to the left is an Endurance plus 1, south for another Endurance plus 1, and to the right for an Endurance plus 5. Back to the main path, we want to go down for Agility plus 1, Strength plus 1, and then Agility plus 1, Agility plus 1 below it, and Agility plus 5 to the left. After that, come back to the middle where Wind Force was, and go to the left to pick up Vitality, Vitality, Strength, Strength, Sword Savant, Vitality, and a Vitality plus 5. Now after that, you can, if you choose to, fill out the rest of the skill tree here with Longsword, collect up the strengths here, Strength plus 5 and the Vitality, or you can come over to the Spear pathway with Aerial Bulwark and come down for Bold Heart. Down once more for Emboldening Spear, and then go to the left for Agility plus 5. Follow this pathway down for Agility plus 1, Agility plus 1 again, into Endurance plus 1, and to the left for Agility plus 1. After that, south once more for a Strength plus 1, and to the left for Agility plus 1, Agility plus 1, Agility plus 1, and to the left for Endurance plus 5. Back to the main pathway, and down for 1, 2, 3 Agilities. After you've done that, we come back to where we split off here, back into the middle, where the Strength was to pick up an Endurance, a Vitality, a Agility plus 5 in the middle, and then a Strength, Vitality, 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 Endurance. When it comes to your Temperance, we are using Leech, so every time we hit an enemy we will leech some life from them. Works really well with Clash. We are going to use the Wuchang Acupoint, so it will increase the attack power we gain from Tempering. We're going to do the Tanjing Acupoint, so it will tap into the strength control of our weapon. And the Xiao Lao Acupoint for the Everlight Stone Needle. This will increase the duration of Tempering. Increased duration paired with a awesome ability of having more Temperance charges, you can make this stuff last forever. For our Benedictions, we're going to be taking Oath, so block and clash, increase the potency of blocks and clashes. For memory, we're taking Sheng Lethal Might, defeating an enemy increases your damage for a time and grants Skyborn Might. And then for wisdom, we're taking way, combo force. Consecutive attacks increase your damage. When it comes to equipment, your armor is going to depend on what you're fighting. It's really understated that the armor in this game will really affect your defensive capabilities. Having the right armor in a boss fight can be the difference between getting one shot and being able to take like 3 or 4 attacks. So there's no point me going over armor, just pick whatever helps you in that situation. For pendants, we are going with the Lifesteal pendant or the Lifesteal +1. I'm obviously in New Game Plus. The Ludan pendant, so reduces damage taken but increases stamina cost. And to counteract that, the Twin Infant pendant increases stamina recovery speed. Alright, let's check this out. Okay, we are going to get our Temperance going. And you'll see we now have that. And we can start building up our Skyborn Might. We have our Leech going. And you'll see the damage we are pumping out. And then we can activate our Blade Master, which will help our clashes. You can see we can do the quick charged R2s to get those huge backstabs. And you can see we are just pumping out the damage with this build. Pretty damn easy. Even though we took a bunch of attacks and have corruption, we just healed all through. So I really hope you have enjoyed this dual blade build for Wuchang Fallen Feathers. If you have, please drop the episode a like, it helps me tremendously. If you're new and you haven't subscribed, you'd like to, that would also be amazing. Hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.